all, this is Darth Ravage 07 coming to you today with another quick video review, and this one's going to be truly quick because outside of some retooling parts and what have you, it is essentially what we want in a SS86 movie studio series Hound, based off of Siege Mold. It's got none other than Detritus, our Merc that has both Autobot Decepticon symbols. All that said and done, let's smash that like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff down below. And thank you again to all those who have subscribed. Like I said, let's turn around, take a closer look at Detritus. And yes, I finally found this at Walmart yesterday and couldn't be happier, as I really did like the Siege mold altogether, really good, but they retooled the tires to where they have like hubs and they painted them silver, so that looks great. Never owned the original Detritus figure. This has been retooled, pretty good deal. The chest piece has been retooled and the arms are pretty much essentially the same. The tamper works pretty good. The only thing I don't care for with the accessories is these are both clear plastic, or all three pieces are clear plastic painted beige and gold, and that kind of is a little bit aggravating. Let's take a closer look at that facial detail. And you can see it's essentially a hound's head painted with a goatee, as this guy is also wanting to be the Junkion leader, but with the Autobot symbol there and the Decepticon symbol there. It's another Merc. I think it would look great next to Double Dealer, and I'm really tickled to have this. But the obvious thing is, you know, we'd like to get that Hound, and we've got Hound in Detritus colors now. Really like to see Swoop get a reveal at some point in this millennia. It just seems like they just put it to the back burner and kicked out a lot of retools, well done retools in this wave that consist of Strong Arm, Detritus, Bombshell, and the only original mold that I absolutely love and already reviewed was Shadow Striker. So with all that said and done, this deluxe wave is pretty much almost done as far as the new stuff goes, and highly anticipating Dreadwing's arrival tomorrow from Amazon. So we're gonna get this guy converted, as the transformation is the exact same except for one little piece, guys. This piece right here, done well to give you, you know, that Hound look there. And I need to get the other Dorito Jazz to get this guy the rest of his weapons. But let's get this guy transformed in 3, 2, 1, and here is Detritus in his Jeep mode, looking very Hound outside of his Detritus colors. The retooling is really evident here too. You don't have that other extra bit and piece here. This piece was, like I said, retooled into the Earth Mode windshield, windscreen. I think that you can undo it, but it won't let you lay it down like a Army Jeep that Hound is initially, so that's kind of frustrating in my eyes. I get a very, looking at it this angle, I get a very Swindle Combaticons vibe, and I'd love to see the Combaticons get the same kind of, you know, redo like the Minosaur set. Eventually, hopefully that will happen. The winch and the stuff on the front bumper looks great. The detail and the retool on this front piece, the chest piece, looks amazing. Just wish it was an army green with those decals there that, you know, gives us the Hound that we've been asking for all this time. On the side, you got like the molding of the foot there in the back. Looks like some gas tanks, but usually the gas tanks are on the back where it is completely holy and gappy, and you can see some fists. And this part right here, it just frustrates that they didn't figure out a way to either make a piece that kind of clips on right here, especially with these two tabs sticking out here on the end with the kneecaps or whatever, to where it forms the rear profile. There is no molded detail to signify Earth Mode Jeep lights and stuff, but that's not normally how we display, so that's what we're going to get by with. And I understand the holiness there, and I'm better with that. Or even they could have did a thing, or hopefully a third party will do a thing, especially with Hound, and we get a piece that fits up under here. It gives us the back end with the tail lights and painted details that it deserves. It is conducive of a Jeep mode. having all that stuff said and done. I like that they kept the combat ports where you can do other cool things, but I also like that when they did the retool and remold, they got it back to where you can have the weaponry in very Hound-esque detail there, and mounted there. And it doesn't look too far out of the way. Like to see if I could get that up underneath there just real quick. And for the moment in time, you can get like a rocket thruster in its place with the underlying gappage and visible arms. I just kind of wish that that kind of tucked up underneath there nicer and neater, and the holes have always bothered me. So I mean, that stuff said and done, it is a nice heavy retool, and it seems Hasbro is good at giving us what we want, and then also getting the other stuff out there before we would get the actual thing that we want, which is Hound, guys. I'd like to see, like, even maybe if they did like a piece right here that has a port there to where you could do that traditional army gun mount there in the back, or even, you know, have it where it plugs that up and have like the fuel tank and the stuff on the back of that. Just ideas that I think would be a clever way to doing that moving forward. And weapon storage and cleaning it up, making it look nice would be ideal and prime, or whatever you want to say. Let's get into some final thoughts on Detritus. Some final thoughts on Detritus. I just wished it was Hound. I mean, and this is a clever way to get that stuff out there, out the door in a marketing schema. But like with this stuff right here, the negatives that I pointed out, there's a lot of positive going on here, and a lot of people would be inclined to pick it up because it does look like Hound, and what we really want is Hound. Hound shouldn't be a Target exclusive. Like I've heard rumor that, you know, it's going to be a studio series. Optimus Prime and Hound should never be one store Target exclusive. In this case, it should never be that. It's a mainline release. A lot of fans want to get their hands on their Earth versions of Hound, and I know that we got this headache coming up whenever they do decide to reveal and release it. That's about going to do it for this Detritus. I really do think there's a lot of positive going on. I recommend if you're a fan of Hound, but it's not Hound just yet, and it's another obscure character. They are definitely the master. Hasbro is the masters of retooling and repainting stuff, but I like to see some original molds, especially moving forward with United, which we are seeing, like Tiger Hawk and the like there, Silverbolt and that kind of stuff there. But man, I just wish this was Hound. Thanks again for watching my channel, guys. It's enough for me. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, all the stuff down below. And thank you again for tuning in to another one of my quick reviews. I told you this wouldn't be that long, and I still managed to get 8 minutes of your time. Thank you for those 8 minutes. Have a great day till all are one.